I'm a big fan of Charlie Kaufman, to be honest. I loved being John Malkovich as a kid. Oh, not really as a kid. When I was 17, I watched it and went, whoa, this is really cool. So when I heard that he was doing a stop motion animation with Starburns from Community, I was like, this sounds interesting. So now we get Anomalisa. Anomalisa has been nominated for Best Feature Film at the Oscars, and I watched it. I downloaded it and watched it, and sat there, and I thought, wow, this is amazing. I wrote a review out for it. I was so excited, and I thought, hang on, this is very like a small sort of movie. I checked up, looked it up, looked at what it cost. It was $8 million for the budget, and it had only at that point had only made $900,000 at the box office. So I thought, this is a crime. I'm going to go and watch this movie. We're going to go pay money to. I'm going to slap down to say, please give me one for Anomalisa, so I can support a movie that I thought was absolutely incredible in every single way. It is beautiful. It's beautifully shot. It's all stop motion animation with all these really weird dolls that have like three parts of their head, one here, and one at the back of their head. And it's about this guy named Michael who's going through his life. He's really bored. He's bored with just being a normal dad. He's a motivational speaker for customer service, which is like, oh god, this is some boring ass stuff right here. And unfortunately, every single other person, because Michael has a different face, and he's voiced by David Thewlis, who played Professor Lupin in Harry Potter, and many other things that I can't even name off the top of my head. But unfortunately, every single other person, man, woman, or child, is actually the same face. The same exact face, the same exact. They just took like a general sort of doll and slapped it on all these other bodies. Not like women hair, female hair. Little children's bodies. They slapped the same face on all of these people to symbolize how he's seeing exactly the same thing as he goes through life, and he can't, deal with that sort of thing. And he's just going through his own life, just thinking, holy crap, what the hell am I doing here? And he's going to this hotel, and then boom, he hears a different voice, and it's a female voice, and he starts having that connection with this person. And there's a scene with this in the film where he's talking with her, but that's the thing, he's not actually really talking to her. She's just talking to him. He tells her, please tell me about everything, because he just wants to sit there and listen to her talk, because she has a different voice and has a different face to everyone else. And he feels such connection to her. There's a scene where they're lying on the bed and she's just talking about everything. And I sat there crying, because I was thinking, holy crap. One, Jennifer Jason Leigh, who voices the female character, is different from everyone else, Lisa. She has an amazing, beautiful, sensitive voice. And two, everything that she was saying, it was just mundane sort of stuff. But I was sitting there going, oh my god, this is absolutely gorgeous. God. I sat there in tears the first time. When I went to go see it the second time, I was still in tears. And I had a better time the second time around, because I found out how much more stuff was more like the little things in the movie, particularly how they had a billboard in the movie. You saw this billboard for the Cincinnati Zoo, because that's where the character is, and it has this big monkey on the front. Because every person is the same face, you actually see that same face on the monkey's face. And I thought, that is some good stuff there. And if you listen and if you watch like whatever he's watching on TV, if he's watching a movie, it's the same face. If he's listening to music, it's the same voice. This guy, Tom Noonan, who did all the voices for all the other characters, he does this singing for like this opera singing, but he's really terrible at it. But that's the thing, he doesn't actually, like Michael doesn't really pick up on that. He just listens to it anyway. It's like he's gotten used to it, which is a horrible thing, to think that he's gotten used to the idea that everyone is the same face, the same voice through his entire life. Even his own wife and child are the same person. There's a scene, no spoilers, when he goes back home at the end of the movie. And goes back home, and everyone's throwing a surprise party for him. And he looks around, and he says to his wife, I have no idea who any of these people are. And she's saying, how could you embarrass everyone? Everyone who knows you and loves you. And it's all these same people, same voice, who just turn around and just look at him. And stare at him. And they're going, and this guy walks past him and says, hey, how you going, man? And I'm sitting there like, oh my god, that is so creepy. What if everyone in the entire world was the same face and the same voice, and you saw them like that for your entire life? Oh, that's like some Twilight Zone shit right there. but still, nonetheless, Anomalisa wasn't like this jet. It was kind of like a jet black comedy, but it didn't focus on that sort of thing. It focused on the story at hand. It's beautifully written. That's why I love Charlie Kaufman. He writes great, interesting female characters. It looks amazing. The animation is brilliant. There's a lot of themes in there. Still a lot of comedy. Like there's a scene. It actually goes into some really, really weird territory. One, there's some psychedelic dream where his face comes off and the hotel manager says that he's in love with him, and there's also it goes really, really graphic as well. There's a scene where Michael's having a shower and he walks out and you see balls and penis just right there, and I'm like, how could you put that on a model, on this stop motion doll? And then it gets worse. He then ends up having sex with Lisa, and it goes through the whole thing. It doesn't cut to the curtains to not show all of it. It shows all of it. You hear all of it, all the orgasms, all the penis, balls, and vagina. You see everything, and I'm thinking, wow, this is why they made it stop motion, because you can't show that sort of stuff in a normal feature length, standard live action film. And that's the thing. It wasn't feature length. It was only 90 minutes, and I have to say, Anomalisa was essentially perfect. There was so much in there, so much emotion, so much heart, so much beauty. It's so well filmed, but also it is set in 2005 for some dumb reason, and it goes into some weird political territory, like about George Bush and the Iraq War, which I've sat there thinking, do you really need to do that? Like, really? It seems a bit unnecessary, but nonetheless, I'd have to say Anomalisa was absolutely incredible, an amazing experience, and you, all viewers out there, you should go and watch this movie, pay to go watch this movie, support this movie, which had a Kickstarter campaign, but now it's not doing so well at the box office. You need to go see this movie. I'm telling you, you need to go see this movie, because I give this movie a 9 out of 10, okay? So you need to go see this, and trust me, you will not regret it. So that's Anomalisa. Comment what you think. Actually, tell me what is your most favorite animated film. Thanks for watching.